instead of counterclockwise. That is something to be aware of, but they're all marked crossings for the most part. There's a couple tricky ones that I'll point out as we go. So this first set of the trails will go through a lot of neighborhood, and then the Pikes Peak Greenway trail runs along the creek, and there's not a lot of street crossings on that side. I can only think of one. It's not really a street crossing, but I'll show it to you when we get there. This is one of the funky spots for the, does a little jog. So I'm gonna cross here and here, and then I don't usually run on the sidewalk, but since I'm going against traffic to get to the other trail safely, just ride slow and give pedestrians the right of way. That's Wahsatch that we just crossed. And then warning. Then the trail picks up on the other side of the road. So just a little jog there, and it's hard to see where the trail picks up on the other side. I think so. Here. So just cross the street and go to the right, and then you'll see the trail again on your left. Okay, and here's another little jog. We're going to do the same thing. This is Corona that we're going to be crossing. So, cross the street. real slow. This is a busy section. And pick up the trail to the left. Hi! Good job! So you can tell, you know, just there's a busy playground there. Just watch out for the littles. Hi. Most of these streets are quiet neighborhood streets. That you're going to be crossing. Some of them, like the ones that are a little bit busier, but I believe we're going to cross on a street line. I can't remember where. There's a sign here directing the Legacy Loop to go to the left. And then we are going to cross this street at the stoplight. There's another sign saying Legacy Loop to the right. We're just going to hit this crosswalk light. Ahead of us, the bike route on the sidewalk. So you can ride on the sidewalk, that's part of the loop, but I'm going to ride on the street because up ahead, where again, the trail is going to cross and go to the left. So this is a pretty quiet street that we're going to be going on. We're on Uintah, and El Paso is the street we're going to be riding on. Behind me that's on our Paso that's going to go straight. He was going to expect me to ride on the sidewalk, so that's where I'm going. It's a long light. And this is where we're going to cross again. So if you are on the sidewalk, you do have a place where you can cross. And here we are. I don't mind all the street crossing, but it is something to be aware of on the Shooks Run side of this trail, because there is going to be a lot of that, you know, so keep that in mind if you're riding with kids, or, I mean, there's a lot to think about. That beginning of the trail, I think, is the most crossings. It's going to be a lot So we'll pause this. Back after my picture. And here we go. Now, one thing that I do love about the Shooks Run Trail is that there are so many wonderful parks along the way. And this is one of them. It's just so pleasant. It's so beautiful. Lots of places to stop and enjoy the day. Playgrounds. Really, it's just so beautiful. If you live along here, you know this is a highly used trail. I'm surprised there isn't more people doing it now. But it is a Monday. The weekends especially, this will be very, very busy. Just love it. Love it. Hello. We're going up to Mid-Shooks Run Park. We'll park on this side. Playgrounds, basketball, tennis. Hi. Another major intersection, crossing Boulder. And we continue on. This whole loop, I believe, is about 10 miles. Shooks Run runs down the east side of downtown Colorado Springs, and then you come back up on the west side of Colorado Springs on the Pikes Peak Greenway. So it makes a big loop around downtown. And even if you don't live around downtown or come down here much, it really, I think, is a worthwhile ride. Very pleasant. Oops. industrial area. It's a very short segment. Section of the street, and they could easily have a figured out. But now, see, you just follow the trail back to the left, and we're in a nice park trail again. Still good. Just sounded a little different back in that back tire. Couldn't tell if it was the bumps in the sidewalk or it was a little flat, but I think I'm all right. We have a creek again to my right. Hello. It's another e-biker. the trail. The Legacy Loop will eventually continue across there. Right now it dead ends because there's a creek that you have to cross, no bridge, and pick up the Greenway there. But since that isn't in place yet, we're gonna take, hopefully it is marked. I have not been on this route before, and if it's not, then we will take out our trusty map and find a safe route. But for now, I'm gonna get on this very nice protected bikeway. It's 2 lanes, as you can see, but you've got some nice safe distance from the cars, which I appreciate. And we're at Wahsatch, so I'm gonna take a right. It's a little tight for bikes, but doable. And we are in a bike lane on Wahsatch. Legacy route to the left. I was just checking. It's not that. It's a parking lot. It's going to be this street, Rio Grande. So this is pretty quiet. That's awesome. And we're getting on Rio Grande, and we again have bike lane. So the trail isn't completely done. Some of those hooks, connectors, but we do have bike lanes. Now here, we've got a road closed. So I'm going to take out my map. Fine, I may just go on the sidewalk around it. I think that's probably the easiest. And also the safest. So, normally we continue the bike lane, but there's some kind of construction happening. The whole road's closed. They're digging a big hole out of the middle. So, but this isn't going to be very far. I think it's just one block. We'll be back on the bike lane. If you have visual impairments, to have the audio. They should do this everywhere. Wait. Good golly, Miss Molly. There's no cars gonna come up here.
Wait.
Can you just give me a walk signal?
Wait. Wait. Walk sign is on.
Finally. Goodness. On your left. Hi. Okay, now we can get back on the bike lanes. But I'm still gonna hit this walk signal because otherwise we'll never get to cross because no cars are gonna come up. That was a much better light. Ooh. Oh, back on the bike path. I'm just giving these cars a little extra space in case one starts to back out. across to America the Beautiful Park. So on this side, there is a ramp. And on the other side, there is an elevator. Stop here and take a picture of this awesome bridge. A little hazy today. All the smoke from the New Mexico fires is making it quite hazy. So on this side we have the elevator. There's stairs. And coming up, there's like a little track that you can put your bike in and push it up. But going down, not as awesome. So we will take the elevator. Enough to comfortably fit my whole bike. It's kind of hot here. Kind of wish you could see the view as you go down, but oh, here's more bikers. Hello. Sorry, excuse me. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Have a good ride.
What's that?
Have a good ride.
You too. It's beautiful out.
Oh, I love it. A little windy, but not too bad
Not too
considering
bad. Yeah,
what
that's
it's
what I
been.
thought.
Yeah. Have a good one.
You be safe.
Okay, this is America the Beautiful Park. Such a pretty park. And now we're going to be connecting to the Pikes Peak Greenway. So if you don't like a lot of crossings for streets and stuff, then you're gonna like this side of the trail. As soon as I find it. Well, I was thinking it came down here, but farther over there. We'll just ride around this nice fountain. And here we go. This trail right in front of us is the Greenway. through. Pretty easy crossing. And we are back on the trail. Creeks along our left. Coming up on our right are some sports fields, I think, for CC, Colorado College. The trail, as we go past these sports fields, does get a little narrow, so just be aware of your speed and making sure everyone has space on the trail. Coming up is another crossing for the street, but we are going to go under. Now these underpasses, if there is flooding, not that we've had any precipitation this year, but if there is flooding, then there's a way to go across up top. There's a trail there too, but that would only be one crossing under flooding. Little chance of that this year. Unfortunately, we could use a lot of rain. Hello. further south. And I can't remember, it goes by a different name, but it's just the same trail. I can't remember off the top of my head what the name of it is. I'm gonna have to look it up when I get home. But you can go all the way down to the Paso County parks, you know, further south. You've got wide security wide field. Those communities to the south. So very, very long trail. A long north-south way. They're always extending it. Here's another little section. It gets a little narrow and a little bit blind. Going around. Just let people know you're there. That's all the bell is for. It's not like a horn that we used to yell at people when we drive. It's just a courtesy and a safety device. So here you can go to the left. That is the Popsicle Bridge. So I'm going to stop here. So the left is the Popsicle Bridge, and you can continue on the trail that way. The trail, actually, Monument Valley Park, you know, does a loop around it, so you can go follow that along the other side of the west side of the park, and then come back up in a big circle along the trail that we just came up. We're gonna go this way, which is, if you want to continue following the monument, the Greenway north, you'll go this way. And also, I'm going to check my map, but it's the cut through. We're at the top side of the loop now. So we are right here. So Buren Street, and then we'll go right on Cascade, and then we'll take Jackson. All of which have bike lanes. So this is not a street, this is cycle and pedestrian pathway here. And up ahead at this little stop sign. If you go left, you'll continue on the Greenway north. And if you go straight onto Van Buren, you will continue on the Legacy Loop. And you can see there's signs to direct. So, a little bit of on-street riding here. This is a quiet street though. So, I like that little straight riding here. That's going to be Cascade Ave. Got a hill. We haven't had too many big hills, but a little bit of one this right here. So this is Cascade. I'm going to turn right. No bike lanes here, but very wide. And we're going to get a left-hand turn lane with this main truck. Now if you go further on Cascade, you've got nice buffered bike lanes. is again Chuck's Run, and if we had turned right onto at that trail crossing, we would have been going back down Chuck's Run. And that's a circle. I went left because I'm riding back up to where we started. And yeah, this is the Legacy Loop, Chuck's Run and the Pikes Peak Greenway. It's a great loop. I think I said at the beginning, I think it's about a 10-mile ride. You'll meet lots of friendly people on the trail. People out enjoying the outdoors. Very pleasant ride. Here is where we end. This is it. So I'll take a look at my little ride app on my phone. So I'll just check it for you. You can see, well, end the ride, and we're gonna name it Legacy Loop. We'll save it, and then we'll see what kind of stats, exactly how far we rode. It's still connecting. Please wait. My phone doesn't always get great reception because it's super old, and I don't feel like getting a new phone because they're so expensive. Okay, it is saved. So let's take a look at my rides. Okay, so you can see that is the loop that we took, and it was 9.2 miles, so not 10 miles, 9.2, and that took us 51 minutes. So with an average speed of 11 miles an hour. So I mean, that's pretty doable. Going down some of those hills, I hit 17. Whoa. Yeah, so not too bad. It's a great ride. I hope you try it, and if you do, let me know your experience. All right, have a great day. Happy riding.